Hey guys, this is John for Cartridge Blast Gamers here with another Cartridge Blast podcast. It is episode 39, and it's the episode before Christmas. I am joined with
Jonah
and
Carmine.
How you guys doing?
I'm good.
Oh, fantastic.
You are not dressed for the holiday,
We saw
No.
Star Wars.
so you're all sad.
No,
I've joined the dark side.
Yeah, you joined the dark side.
I'm still digesting my thoughts about the whole.
He's on the cusp.
ordeal.
That's why he's got white lines.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
No.
we won't be talking much of Star Wars since most people probably haven't seen it.
Spoilers.
Full on. No, don't run yet. We're not talking about that.
No.
But go see it. It's an experience.
That's a good word for it. It's
Yes,
an
an
experience.
experience. So take it as you will.
I liked it.
I think it is funny that there are some people out there petitioning to have it removed from canon right now, though.
Actually, I
people
saw that petition. The person who started that petition said that, I was kind of mad, but it's not that big a deal. I talk about it. Yeah. I think he also plugged his GoFundMe for his surgery or something.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
I need new legs.
We'll go help that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, go help his cause with life. Anyway,
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Diane.
Lieutenant Dan. But go see it. It's an experience. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So yes, this is episode 39, the episode before Christmas.
And it's a gaming podcast.
It also,
And not a movie podcast.
that's true. Although, we can branch off sometimes.
all the time.
We always have
Absolutely.
wiggle room for things like that.
Exactly. It's freedom of speech.
Exactly. That's why we're Cartridge Blast gamers, because we'll blast those game cartridges and talk about something else if we want to.
That's it. That's how we make
Just
it
go
work.
with it. Don't make that face like you're having a stroke. Just stretching it a little bit. Anyway, to get back on the rails here, this is Cartridge Blast Podcast, and you can find this on SoundCloud, iTunes, or any other app of your choice if you're listening to the audio, or you'll see all our pretty faces on YouTube, which this goes up on Friday. So please like and subscribe, and like always, thanks for watching and or listening.
We'll see you next week.
Or watching, as I like to say.
Watching.
And that's the end of the podcast. No, it's not. It's the beginning. So, just if you're tuning in, I didn't know what was happening. I thought you were deflating. Carmine is really just a
Okay.
wailing, failing,
Just move on. It's okay.
He's going to be burpy this podcast.
wacky, crazy, inflatable, flailing arm 2 man.
Well, for those that have watched it in the past, usually it's an energy drink. Usually I'll go with the energy drink, but I just really wanted a Coke.
So he's full of
Carbonation.
and it's not
And
good.
caffeine.
It's not good when you drink a soda and you have something to talk about.
That's fine. We're good. Solid.
Anyway, those
Continue
noises in the background are not snowballs. They're Carmine exploding.
Sponsor us, Coca-Cola.
Sponsors, I demand you.
Don't say Coca-Cola on YouTube because they might send you.
That's true. That's
Oh,
it.
dear.
Copyright strike.
Coca-Cola with a K.
Kidding
It's
me?
different.
You know that they've made it when they don't actually have to have commercials about their product. They just put up a bunch of nonsense and then put the logo.
That's true.
That's how you know Coke's made it. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So what's everybody playing?
Well, before we get to that, I just want to let everyone know
Fine.
that we're we're going to be talking about so people can jump to if they want to.
You're that's why you're the host.
That's right.
Good job.
Anyway, so we are going to be talking about what we're playing and some information that's out there with, or some news, I should say, not information. It's not like I'm giving you information about news. Anyway,
We are a news show,
we are.
first and foremost.
So, but what we're playing, some PUBG information, news, damn it, I don't know where I'm getting this from. And we'll give some predictions for next year, since this is going to be the last podcast of the new year.
It is.
Old year.
It's gonna be the last podcast of the year.
Of the year.
Before the new year.
Before the
Before
new
the
year.
new year.
So, anyway, guys, let's talk what we're playing. I'll start with Carmine. Carmine, what are you
Why
playing?
me? Go to Jonah. What's Jonah playing? He has more interesting.
I know what
Well,
you're talking about.
We just played Jedi Power Battles on our show, if you want to watch that.
Our
That
show?
was our show. All of our shows.
Yes.
You mean your last stream?
Yeah, that was a show.
So,
Last stream's a show.
Cartridge Blast show?
if you're...
I like it.
Yeah,
The
it's
Saturday morning Cartridge Blast show.
Yeah,
Exactly,
if you went
Brandon.
away and then
Zing.
came back, we are actually amidst our new schedule. So we do the podcast now every other week, and then in the lapse week, we're doing a live stream on Saturday mornings, usually around 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's important to say that. So please tune in. We do it on YouTube, not Twitch, because on YouTube, you know where we are, and it's easier to find some sort of audience instead of being thrown into the midst of crazy Twitter. Or
yeah, well, I mean,
Twitch.
the subscribers
Sorry.
get a notification too. So when the subscribers, subscribe to the channel and you guys start live streaming, you get the notification that, hey, John and Joe and I are playing games.
And then eventually Carmine after the holiday craziness.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so we played that, and if you missed the live stream, you can just check out. It's saved onto our YouTube immediately after the live stream.
Yeah, so don't worry about
And
missing.
it is.
Although do tune in because it's fun to talk to us and yell at us.
Just
If
tell
you
us
want to.
what we're doing wrong.
Tell
Give
Jonah he
feedback.
really stinks at video
We
games.
did a lot wrong. we didn't beat the second level.
I was doing everything right in my life.
I mean, it is an old game.
My
so don't beat
controller was
yourselves up
working.
about it.
My controller was somewhere else. It wasn't present. Anyway,
Hey.
next, I actually started playing Assassin's Creed Origins. I haven't gotten too far. I'm still in the beginning area, but I've been doing a lot of side quests, and I really like the RPG segments of this one.
Yeah, like I said, I only played a little bit of it, but I enjoyed what I played of it. I need to get back to it along with Wolfenstein and actually start Shadow War and all these other games, but I can't.
What a backlog.
And Mario, I haven't done Mario. I haven't even touched Mario yet.
Yeah.
Careful, he will sell that back to GameStop.
I really wanted to do something mean. I wanted when Jonah asked me, he asked me when you were back there doing whatever.
Show him a
And he was like,
receipt,
"Hey,
sorry.
you started Mario?" I'm like, "No, but I'm $24 richer."
Got these coins.
That would have been.
I'm laughing, but my heart's a little broken.
Jonah would have just been like, "Poof, I'm out."
Along with Zelda.
Right.
Or was that yours?
Zelda's mine.
Zelda's his.
That's right.
Yeah.
He
But
can
you
do
got it
I
as a
really gotta get
gift.
back there because the one game of the year, I feel like I'm like obligated to really spend time with it. I just don't.
Hey, you gotta hurry up.
Want
The
to
year's
right now.
ending.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll give you an excuse not to play it.
I don't know.
Anyway, Jonah. So how do you like Assassin's Creed? You're playing on PS4?
Yeah, PS4.
Nice.
And I was actually at first it seemed a little really different from the original Assassin's Creed formula, and I actually think that's better. Just I used to like Assassin's Creed a lot, but then it started just wearing on me, and I decided that this is actually I like that they're moving away from what they were doing a lot before.
Even though it's the Origins, so technically the Origins was they just deviated from the origin. They just did
Exactly.
their own thing.
Yeah. So and also I'm still playing Destiny 2. The Dawning just dropped today, which I haven't played yet, so I'm excited to play that. But that's died down a little bit, just since the beginning, since I was really hyped. But I got my time out of it so far, and I'm still playing. So
Got your money's worth.
hopefully Bungie gives
No,
me a little
you
bit
paid
more.
the $100-something one.
Yeah. Although I did put a lot into it though, so I did get $100 worth at least.
I mean, I'm figuring I'm probably easily over 100 hours. So if you put a dollar value on
Yeah.
an hour per hour, I'm assuming I'm probably over 100 hours.
I don't want to look at my hours time because I think in Destiny 1 I had like over 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't want to look at this.
Those were all smiley faces. This one is okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm playing. What about you, Carmine?
Honestly, like I was mentioning before, I haven't. Nothing's really changed since last week. I like I spoke about. I started Assassin's Creed Origins, got through like the first prologue of that. Started Wolfenstein 2, got through like the first mission or two of that, and I've primarily just been playing Rainbow Six Siege and Destiny 2. Unfortunately, I have not really touched anything else.
Yeah,
Sad face.
that's one thing I've noticed is it's I just go back to Destiny 2 and sometimes Overwatch just because you can just jump in and play
Overwatch
that.
too, and that's where like I'm like I feel like I'm at least right now it's probably more along the lines like just because of like where I work and everything like that. Like right now it's just a really busy time of the year for my job, so it's just been kind of crazy. So I really haven't had too much time to come home and be like
Yeah,
sink my teeth into something like Assassin's Creed that I'll be playing for 5-6 hours at a time.
one thing with those story-based games they're really deep, have a lot of side quests and missions.
Yeah.
Is you get back in there and you have to remember what you were doing before.
And that's what I'm worried about. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna like I feel like when I go back I'm gonna have to start it all over again. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
start Wolfenstein and that all over again, and hopefully actually finish it because I started Dishonored like 3 times. Like Dishonored 2 I've started like 3 times. I haven't finished them any time. So yeah, Rainbow Six Siege I'm still really enjoying. They keep making updates to it. It's just, again one of those fun games you can jump in, play for a little while every night, and then jump out. Destiny, I found a love for Destiny again. Mostly because what they've done with the updates when it comes to the Masterwork stuff is interesting. But I really do like the fact that I have weapons to work towards and grind for with the Forge right now. And everybody, some people really like the weapons, some people don't. Some people, they're just done with the game. And I think a lot of it has to do with that they're just fatigued from playing 3 straight years of Destiny. But I think they're still making the updates that are going to make it better. But right now I'm just enjoying, I have reasons to go and do strikes now. You know what I mean? I have reasons to jump into Crucible. I have reasons to go do the public events. And it's all working up towards those 10 weapons I think they have for Forge.
Is the 10th one the secret
Maybe,
shotgun?
I don't know. I think there's 10. But that's awesome too. There's a secret, Saint 14 shotgun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, for me right now, it's just been pretty much playing the kind of those games as a service or just to something that I could jump in, work towards, play, jump out of right now. I feel like if I jump into something like Wolfenstein, then I probably will play it for 5, 6, 7 hours, and I don't have that kind of time anymore. Sleeping and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just trying to get through the grind of the holiday season. What about you, John?
Well, I've been kind of dabbing here and there in some stuff.
Dabbing.
Yeah.
He did it again.
He did it again.
So I've been playing some SNES Classic still. The game's on there. I was playing some Street Fighter 2 that now that the 30th anniversary released, which I actually finally got from 8-Bit. 30th edition.
What did they just announce? What did you send me?
Oh,
the other day?
there was a Street Fighter collection of games. I think
It was a collection of the collections.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it has all the Street Fighter 2s and all that other thing. Street Fighter 3. They have the Alpha series as well. So all now
Alpha.
on the current generation coming out.
Good
You
old
remember when it was
Capcom.
coming out?
No idea.
But
2018
next year.
probably.
Yeah, of
Good
course.
old Capcom.
Capcom. So I got the
Remaster.
limited edition, way overpriced Street Fighter 2.
Impulse buy.
How do you feel about that?
It looks awesome. The box is great. I keep it wrapped. I'm not opening it. However, I looked online and the red ones are going about $250 on eBay, and then if you were happen to get the white one / glow in the dark green Blanca green one, that's going to be about $450.
Woo!
So, but
He doesn't know which one it is, so he can keep it locked.
Yeah.
It could
Oh,
be-
so he doesn't know? So,
Yeah.
So you don't know until you open it?
Yeah.
see, here's the deal: if they discover that not
It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Exactly.
that not all the green ones are accounted for,
Thank you for understanding that reference.
so if it comes out that not all green ones are accounted for, I could sell it and be like, hey, maybe.
You may have it.
You may have it.
You may not.
So, but no, it's a nice little thing to collect. Definitely overpriced, but it is. It was for collectors, and it was one of those things where,
So you pretty much got a physical version of the loot box.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really permeating our lives now.
I mean, listen, if you're a collector and you really like Street Fighter, it does offer a lot of things in there for you, but for me, it was an impulse buy because I was coming off the whole SNES pre-order thing where you...
Bye.
Yeah, where it's just like, bye. Now,
Your finger's like always over the click. Just
Confirm purchase.
I almost did it with the Xbox One X, but I was like, no, I don't. That's just too much for me right
Yeah.
now. I had a second thought about it, and then, but this one, I did it because I thought it was gonna be gone like that. And I was like, oh, that's a cool collector's thing to have. And then, by the time I hit order, and then people were already coming up with, oh, by the way, it may or may not burn down your house. With if you stick it into original Super Nintendo, just if I guess the disc
It'll
might
spark.
get hot or something. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It just kills you and your whole family.
A lot of
But I think
gambling.
they had to like comment. I'm not sure what I don't remember what they said, but they had to comment on it. It's like that's very unlikely that'll happen.
Yeah.
Very
But we
likely.
have to say it just for.
Just in
Is
case.
it on the box?
It was on the website.
It was on the website.
Oh, okay. That's still not safe.
So like people, it actually, I think it was up for a couple of hours or so. I mean, it wasn't something that sold out like hotcakes within seconds. It was just something that was kind of lingering for a while, and then it eventually sold out. But it does have a markup price now on eBay, so I guess it's worth something. But anyway, so I wasn't playing that obviously, but I was playing Street Fighter 2 on the SNES Classic. I was playing Sonic Sega Collection again, playing some games on there, getting my mind refreshed on some of those like Alter Beast, and I was playing Alter Beast, the regular one for Sega, and then they had the arcade one up there, which is a lot easier on this system because you have unlimited restarts and coins, so you can just continue to beat the game. Sega, you have 3 lives or 3 lives, and then once that's done, that's done. Like you got to start the level over again, or you get a game over and have to start over again. But that game's awesome. You ever play that?
I played Altered Beast a long time ago, like a long time ago.
I wish games were coming out like that. It was just cool. Like each power up, like your body grows bigger, and then on the third one you grow into. You all right?
I'm sorry, I'm at another side tangent topic that we need to talk about.
Is it about bodies growing?
No, it's
that
about.
was the last thing I said before you started
it's
writing.
about a certain 20th Century Fox product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, I was playing that because I do intend to do a live review of the current Sega Flashback HD edition that just came out. I was hoping for when Carmine's schedule calms down, we can do it maybe on a live stream on a Saturday. So anyway, just refreshing with that. So that's always fun to play.
Next Saturday, right?
That'll be next Saturday. Yes, not this Saturday. So that'll be the 30th if you guys are watching this and or listening to this. Watching. I was playing some Time Splitters 2 on the original Xbox, which is a real fun game. Really cool.
Splitters 2, where'd that come from?
Oh, well, I was playing with my wife. We beat Halo 1, and then we went to play Halo 2, but the disc I got from a retro store, when I first got it, I got it bundled with my Xbox. I mean, it was $40 with the Xbox and Halo 1 and Halo 2. I couldn't beat that price. And so anyway, but the disc was scratched as hell, and they buffed it out, but I guess it was so scratched that the data was lost, so the first level wouldn't even load. It just wouldn't. The game would start fine, but when you're doing the missions, the mission wouldn't load. So we couldn't beat it on there. So then I was like, all right, well, let's put in Time Splitters. I was like, you'll like this game. So we played a little bit of that, and then my wife surprised me actually with the Halo Master Chief Edition, which is technically my first Xbox One physical game, even though it's all 4 games digital on the disc. Anyway, it's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But does it install the games onto your Xbox?
Unless I'm wrong, unless all the games are on the disc, but I know it took a while to install the thing, and do the update and stuff like that. But anyway, so we're actually replaying the Halo 1 again just because of the HD remaster and everything. And I don't remember people talking much about that game, but that game's freaking awesome. Like the fact that they actually went back and redid everything.
Yeah, they did the same for 2.
Yeah.
They just did the HD up res for 3 and 4.
Yeah, which is fine because 3 looked phenomenal for its time.
Yeah.
And the fact that they redid the first and second one is just amazing. Like my wife and I are having a fantastic time playing the first one over again. So and we just beat it earlier in the summer. But
it's so funny that when you go back to 1, you go back to 2, and the remakes or the HD versions, whatever you're gonna call them. It's so funny because when you go back to like the old version, it plays a trick on your mind. You're like in your head, you never saw it that way.
Yeah.
Like your mind always like I guess when you remember something like that fondly, like it like creates better graphics in your mind, and then you're going back to like textures where like a rock is just this round like orb thing, and it has like some black lines on it to try and add some sort of texture to it.
But you see, that was going back to Star Wars real quick. My issue with having the prequels come out and then watching the originals is in the prequels they had all this fancy technology, everything was bright colored, this, and then they go back to episode or A New Hope, and then everything's like back to Nintendo.
Yep.
It's like, what? How? Anyway, but no, it's great because we did play the first one, and you do get used to it. Like I remember, like you said.
Yeah, it was just interesting.
Yeah, and then
because you have that button where it switches it back and forth.
Yeah.
Like you can pick a menu button and it switches back and forth to the original graphics.
But looking at it now with the HD remake, I'm actually looking at going, did they add stuff? Because I don't remember doing this. I was like, wait, where's this part? And then it's like, oh, there it is. It's just, it looks so phenomenal that you don't realize that it was missing or that it was there. So I was playing that, and we're playing Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, which came out in 2000 with Episode 1. It's a fun game. We stink at it because we haven't played it in a while.
I've never played it. So
yeah. Actually, unfortunately, I can only play it on my PS3 because I went to play it on my PS2, and it wouldn't get past the load menu, the title screen. It wouldn't even let me press start. And my PS1 is the laser needs fixing, I think, which
sounds like I need a new PS1 then.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because then I could use my my game enhancer and play Dragon Ball Legends again.
Oh, there you go.
So
That's a reason for
import games, yeah. So anyway, I was playing that, and yeah, so I've been playing a lot of retro stuff. I didn't get to play any new things this week, but I don't know. I was gonna try to play Darksiders
2?
1. I never played.
2 is free right now.
Yeah, but I have them 1 and
Okay,
2.
yeah, 1, 2.
But I never.
Darksiders.
I didn't crack that open.
I like Darksiders 1 better than 2.
People say that
It's just more of a
linear.
yeah, a little bit more linear. They kind of went a little bit not open world, but more of like a sandbox kind of a
Right. Little...
game in Darksiders 2. And like the one thing that was kind of disappointing when not really spoilers, but like pretty much Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2. They happen parallel to each other, so it doesn't really move the story forward in the same.
Right, it's just kind of
it's just it's happening while we're doing his.
Yeah.
Just ruined the game for me. That's I didn't need to know that.
Kind of ruined the game for me too, because there was no awesome cutscene at the end, like "Hey, Deathseer,"
So death is you already knew.
I'm excited for the third one, whenever that's gonna come out. I haven't heard anything about that.
I saw a thing about
write
it today.
that down.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't announce
Darksiders 3.
anything?
It was just a video. I didn't watch the thing because I didn't want to get anything spoiled because I always had the first.
Yeah, Darksiders
one
3
on my
is
mind.
announced already.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It was supposed to be coming out early next year, but we haven't heard anything from it, so we will see.
It just looks fancy.
But I like it. I mean, the great thing about the Darksiders is that it's more of a mature Zelda.
A mature Zelda.
A mature
And yeah,
Zelda.
No, I don't
that
think I've ever
didn't
had
win
that
Game of the Year.
Comparison.
Huh?
I never had that comparison, I don't think.
Yeah, because they have similar types of things where it's like dungeons, and there's different mechanics that you actually deal with pretty much throughout the entire dungeon.
No, that's cool.
Very similar.
Maybe I'd have to download it because it's a PS Plus game, but I haven't played
Darksiders
it.
1 is really good. It's a little bit more of a finite, like linear story. And then Darksiders 2, good, but again, it's a little bit more open world.
Right.
Yeah,
a little bit more. It's not like a Skyrim open world.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
I have the PS3 collection, so I don't know if it's I know they have their HD remasters
The
now.
definitive edition is available for free on PlayStation Plus right now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, they did.
I
They
like
did
that.
the definitive edition, and they did the War Mastered edition.
The War Master. Okay, I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And then next
Yeah.
year will be the Apocalypse edition.
Yeah. So the third
Just
one.
before the third one releases.
I'm excited for the third one.
So, but anyway, that's kind of what we're playing. All right, so let's get into some news, if you will. We'll talk about PUBG because that's sort of recent.
Yeah. Full disclaimer: we haven't played PUBG. All we're going to talk about is the news story and what we think it means for Xbox.
Now let's give them some
Go.
information.
Jonah,
Okay.
continue.
Xbox One version of PUBG, apparently not so great.
Apparently not so great.
Not so great. But it is early access, as you said, so...
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this. I mean, it's a big question, and like I said, I haven't played it. I know it's the cat's pajamas. Mm-hmm. You know.
The cat's pajamas.
I know it's the big deal right now, and everybody loves it, and it's amazing on PC, this, that, and the other thing. It is early access.
Yeah.
However, we did pay people paid $30 to play this game.
Okay.
All right. So from that perspective, if you were paying $30 to play this game and it is just not there, not working properly, how does it make you feel?
Well, here's the thing.
I was talking to Joe. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Here's the thing. Go right to Joe.
Go ahead.
So, unfortunately, these are the times we live in. Games get released. They're not yet.
But it wasn't released.
Well,
It's early access.
early access.
That's semantics.
So you're paying to try and help improve the game.
Pretty
practically.
much. Which they should pay you.
And this is something that PC gamers have been dealing with for a long time.
Well, that's the thing. Like, for
So,
instance...
For console gamers, it's very new.
Yeah, for console
very
gamers, it's
fickle.
very new. Like PC, like you're saying, you go on Steam, there's a lot of games you buy
Yeah.
in full, and they start you off with the alpha
Yeah.
and the beta. Like, you live with this game until it's complete, but once the game's complete, you already have the game instead of having to buy a full price or something like that. So, with this, it's not surprising. I mean, usually they'll have, like, the open betas, obviously, now that you go in and they kind of see what the game's going to be like or whatever. But this, you pay the $30, it's not a full price, you get to experience the game. They're fixing it as they go. I watched a little bit, not all of it, of the IGN live stream of the Xbox version, and they were doing their darndest to give it praise, at the same time hating the frame rate. But
Yeah. I mean, the frame rate is kind of hard right now. I'm sure there's a bunch of other glitches and whatnot. The game mechanics have kind of changed a little bit too from what I've been listening. Like I was listening to podcasts on Lock the IGN Xbox podcast, and they had Destin and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Schmitty.
No, it's not Schmitty.
That's gotta be Schmitty.
Duggan is his last name. I can't remember his first name. But he's like the PC guy. And they both play a lot of PUBG, and they're saying like there's some changes in the sense of it's become a little bit more just because like aim assist and everything like that, and the frame rate problems. It's become more of like a little bit more of a spray and play type of situation. Like they're pretty much only using or trying to utilize a lot of the automatic weapons. And again, this is just from me hearing about it. I haven't played it myself, and that a lot of people like there's actually strategies where you just get into the car and there's no gun that could really do enough damage right now, like off the start. So they just kind of get in the car and start running people over if they can.
So the car is the best one.
That's like Gallagher.
So again, just from what I'm hearing, either way, it has some problems. Some people are probably upset about it. Some people may not be. Again, if you want to play a game like that at its pinnacle right now, it's going to be, I guess, 1.0 very soon on PC. So the Xbox version is going to take a little bit. But for Xbox to have this game as pretty much their big release for the holidays, it's pretty much the biggest release they were going to have. What are some of your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think that means for Xbox now that it's out and it's kind of suffering?
Like that, its biggest title was an early access game that's not really working that well.
Yeah, and now they're giving it away. I think as if you're the Xbox One X's that you buy, you're also getting
I saw
PUBG
that. Yeah,
for $30, which is really tempting.
Well,
but it's really it's a broken game pretty much, I guess, right now. So. And sorry, just I'm gonna cut it off.
No, it's fine.
I did see a Reddit post too, saying that if you turn off like the game DVR or something like that, like you shut that off running in the background, supposedly it helps a little bit with the frame rates and whatnot, and not getting.
That's very PC-esque.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what it is. I mean, if that's what's gonna get it to fix it. Like I said, I haven't tried it out myself. This is, again, just something I posted I saw on Reddit. But going back to the original question, like, what are your feelings on this when it comes to, like, Xbox? And
Well, I don't have a problem with early access games, like paying for the game and then just being along for the ride for the rest of the time until it's released, and then getting that game at the end. It's the problem I have is with Xbox having that as its flagship right now.
Yeah, I mean,
you need to invest a little bit more in games if this is your flagship currently.
Yeah.
So, they did say they were gonna go make a bigger push for video games for their titles, for their franchises, for their console, but that hasn't been showing that so far. It's gonna be like a long game they're playing.
I mean, they have a lot of games that are supposed to be coming out this coming year. Sea of Thieves, Crackdown.
Which we haven't heard about those for a while, have we?
No, I think they're just going to be an open beta or alpha soon for Sea of Thieves. I keep forgetting.
It'd be cool if they do early access for all their games not coming up.
That'd be nice, but I don't know if they're going to do it. But Crackdown 3, there's game I keep missing. I feel like there's another one I'm missing. I can't remember what it is. But they have a bunch of games that are coming out this year. I'm assuming they're all going to get out this year because most of the games have been delayed for the past 2 years.
And I did hear a lot of bad things about Crackdown's development.
Yeah, and I think that's going to go away for a while. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if it does come out, probably not until holiday next year. And I don't know. If it does come out this year, they push that one out. It's probably like, let's just get it out in like May.
It's gonna hope for the best. Some bugs.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think they got a lot of faith in Sea of Thieves and whatnot. The only reason I think that they might be kind of not have a huge amount of faith from a marketing standpoint is during the Game Awards, and I didn't even know about this. I heard about it afterwards. During the Game Awards, they had like a quick little announcement trailer, release date announcement trailer in like the midst of like 2 commercials during the Game Awards. But nobody really paid attention enough to really realize it, and it wasn't like this big showcase thing. It was just, hey, this is a quick little trailer, and it's releasing in March. Great.
Just don't forget about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like we said, I think Xbox is still kind of coasting on the, hey, we're great for services right now. We're, bringing you
we got 4K.
Xbox 360 title, not cross-platform,
Play Anywhere.
Play Anywhere. That's what I meant. That's the arrows.
I gotta say, for all the hate, I kind of want, for my hate for Xbox, I do kind of want to play the Sea of Thieves
I want to see it. I wouldn't be mind. I
Like,
wouldn't mind seeing it.
it looks different enough to be like, hey, because there's a lot of games out there like, oh yeah, it's just the same sort of thing, just either it's really done well or it's just the same thing not done well, and then you have Sea of Thieves that dares to be different. It looks like might be fun. I mean, you're looking at it playing in 4K, and it seems like it's going to be a decent multiplayer game if it runs well. Looking at PUBG right now, but
I just don't know, like, from Sea of Thieves, I don't know if it's going to be a game where, like, it's going to be something that you'll want to pick up if you don't have 3 other people to play with.
I feel like, though, it's going to be the game that people get just to support Microsoft right now. Xbox.
That might be fun.
Support their console.
Rare so they don't get shut down.
I want Rare. I want Conker's Bad Fur Day.
To be honest, when I think about Sea of Thieves, I'm imagining a pirate Destiny.
I don't know if you're going to get that.
I know, that's the thing.
That's what worries me.
That's the thing. If it's more like Destiny, it's a pirate-themed Destiny, I'm into it.
I am still holding true that if we don't hear anything about Halo 6 this year, it is being held back to be made into a Destiny-type game. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know.
Destiny.
Calling it right now.
I don't know. I think it's too big of a difference from the series so far that I don't think they'd take that risk with the fans.
Maybe.
But
I mean, how are you gonna herald space magic? You can't herald space magic in Halo
because
you never know.
There's that what's the Ubisoft? Not Ubisoft. The other
Anthem.
Anthem, that one. That's coming out and it's gonna look a lot like Halo's robot suits. So maybe they don't want to go that direction right now.
Maybe. I don't know.
But we'll find out. Maybe they'll add Destiny stuff to Halo, but Destiny-esque stuff, not
Destiny
like
skins. But to that question, that with the PUBG thing, I don't know. Like I said, Xbox there's diehard fans. I don't think there's anything that Xbox is doing now that's really gonna have people be like, oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna trade it all in. Like, I think the worst thing that they did was what they fixed. The year 3, the very, very beginning, and now with the services and everything. Sure, it's a downer because they're kind of just there's nothing there to show. When you're looking at PlayStation, they have this exclusive, that Japanese game, whatever it is.
And at the same time, Sony's giving me a little bit of anxiety because they have so many games coming out. And I'm like, I'm not going to get to them all.
Yeah. But
and so many third-party games that are coming out for PlayStation exclusives, like mostly Japanese games. But yeah. I'm not happy about it. It's just because I was excited for all of them, and then they all started falling into place together.
Yeah. Well, that's what it seems like. They have such a, and we're getting off on a tangent here, but Sony has such a huge lineup, going into this year as well as next year, and I don't know where they're going to place them all the games.
Yeah.
And start bringing out bundles. Just
I guess so.
At the same time.
But I mean, they got to start like Xbox. They have to start releasing these games
because
can't
just keep showing it.
That's strange.
Yeah, he needs to go away.
To me, that the game is pointless.
What
right
game?
now.
There's no game.
Exactly.
All we've seen is cutscenes.
Did you not see that?
Stop it.
By the time that game comes out, it's either going to be so phenomenal that people are going to go crazy, or it's going to be It's not going to be in between. There's no way it's going to be acceptable if it's in between.
If he comes out next year on Game Awards or E3 for that matter,
our next trailer
it shows another trailer without gameplay and we don't have a release date, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna start really losing my mind about it.
Gonna send some angry tweets.
They'll just start calling it the Death Stranding conferences.
Yeah,
and that's it. Because if you're not showing anything, it's pointless.
I'm sure he'll get there.
Honestly, I didn't even want to watch the trailer.
Yeah, you're better off.
People are
it doesn't matter. You don't understand anything that's happening in the trailer, so it's fine.
It's just
nobody can come up with a coherent explanation about what happened in the game.
Especially him just going, "Hey, look what messed up thing I dreamt up this month."
Yeah, it's like, and
it's all about.
Can't even explain it.
People offer tribute to Kojima even though they don't understand what he's giving them.
I don't. For all we know, he's sitting there most of the day, just throwing a ball against the wall. Yeah, somebody dreaming up some nonsense.
Where will Norman Reedus be next?
They go into his office. They're like, we need that script by 2 hours, and then he has to think up a bunch of different stuff. It's like, this is good, probably.
He just starts writing
Metal Gear Solid 6.
So no, we can't do that.
What if they have guys that have babies, all right, and then we connect them through a wire to the belly,
and the babies are inside of him?
Yeah, it's
And that right
beyond
there
me.
just writes itself.
Beyond me.
So, but like you said, PlayStation's sort of in the same boat where it's like, hey, listen, let's just start releasing games. You know, when's God of War coming out?
Supposedly this year.
This year.
This coming.
Like within the next 2 weeks.
2018, we're supposed to get God of War. Spider-Man is up in the air. I'm assuming at some point they have to release, what is that one zombie game that's not a zombie game?
Something Left Alive?
Walking Dead.
I think it's Left Alive.
Dead to Light. Or not Dead
Days
to Light.
Gone.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Sorry with
Which
a
one-
D.
Which one's Left
Swanson.
Alive?
I don't know what Left Alive is.
Is that the one with the running zombies, or is that the
Left
or
Alive
I don't know.
is...
There's so many zombie games. I don't know what's up and down anymore.
Okay, never
I
mind.
want to play that
Left Alive.
GTFO game.
Which one's the one with the zombie bear?
Nobody knows about a zombie bear.
No,
No,
that's the
Days
one.
Gone?
That's Days...
That's Days Gone.
Is that Days
Yeah, I
Gone?
don't know.
I think
there
that might be
was
Days
Or
one.
is that the
Gone.
other one?
No, it was like the recent trailer at E3 or something.
All right.
The zombie bear.
I'm going to trust you.
Zombies go
Zombie
after the bear.
bear. Zombie bear was a definite thing.
That game looks
Leave
fun.
your comments
Yeah.
if you know anything about a zombie bear.
The better looking 7 Days to Die. That one.
Oh. That came out on the Game Awards, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Is
Oh,
that recent?
Yeah. It wasn't
I
Days
thought it was
Gone.
E3.
It wasn't Days Gone.
Maybe it was Left Alive.
I feel like it was just on. I feel
Left
like it was
Alive?
a word.
I have no idea.
It's whatever you want it to be.
These zombie titles are just like
There's
just
too much.
melding together.
Saturated.
Genre fatigue. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't even know if Left Alive is a zombie game. It just sounds like a zombie game.
So Days Gone, I'm assuming it's coming out this year. Dreams needs to come out like this year because I don't like again
What's streams?
they showed it. It's Media Molecules game.
Oh right.
It's
yeah.
one of those games where you can kind of create your own game.
I thought it was.
But it's been on hiatus for like a good 3 or 4 years.
It's probably still shut it down. It'll
they
become
might just
some
be,
other Star Wars game.
that might just be a come on, get it out.
Yeah.
We need
There's a
to
lot
get
here.
it out in April. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I thought it was that one Dreams game from Sega. Dreams.
Nah.
The one Sonic-esque character. You know what I'm talking about? From
The
Dreams?
Sonic
Knights?
S, the Dream. Oh,
Nights. Nights into
Dream
Dreams.
Something. Yeah, whatever. it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Whatever.
I know what
that was
you're
that
talking
fish game where you have a fish face. As
No,
a
that's not
fish,
the one.
A human face for a fish,
But,
and you gotta raise him.
Human
talks
fish
to you.
for
He's my
face.
son. No, this is a real game.
But yeah, but about PUBG and Xbox. But yes, they have to have exclusives.
Oh, we were talking about
start
that.
coming out. I'm hoping, I'm expecting if Microsoft is sticking to what they're saying, and they're going to start kind of investing in some of these bigger product, like these bigger IPs that are going to have more exclusive rights. I'm assuming this E3 should be pretty big for them then.
Yeah.
They got a new console out, a lot more power to it. My only problem with, even with the PUBG situation, again, it was Xbox One X could run at 60 frames, they're saying, PUBG. But because of the parity that they need with the original Xbox Ones, they have to be locked at 30. So what is the point of having an Xbox One X other than 4K? Again.
For your Xbox One X future exclusives
But
down the road.
I guess you're not going to see them right away, though. And that's the thing. Like, you're going to get 4K, and I guess if that's all you want is higher fidelity graphics, that's fine.
I feel like they should just release the games like they do with the Blu-rays and DVD combos.
Yeah, but the same thing the same thing happened with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Battlefield 1, they said they could get up to 60 frames a second for PlayStation 4 Pro, but they had to actually knock it back down to 30 because the old PlayStations could only do 30.
So I feel like
what is the point of doing these iterations other than better graphics?
There should just be a switch with it encoded in the code where it's like, okay, I'm in the PlayStation 4. Let's switch on that 60 frames a second. Hey, I'm in the Xbox One X. Let's switch on
But they won't do it because from the multiplayer aspect of it.
It would be unfair.
It would be unfair, and that's what the problem is. So then what's the point? But PC does it all the time, and that's unfair to PC. It sucks, but at the same time, if you're paying for these higher end hardwares, then why not? Or like have a PS4 Pro or only playlist or an Xbox One X only playlist. Like, I mean, I get it. Better graphics. Get
Better
it.
pizza.
Cool.
I was about to make that joke.
Get it. Cool. But if I'm gonna buy higher or better hardware, I want the 60 frames. Like I want a minimum 60 frames.
Yeah,
If Destiny was 60 frames on PS4 Pro, I'd get a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
You know what's a sad thing? I mean, obviously it's different things going on, especially multiplayer. But talking about Star Wars Battlefront, or I'm sorry, not Battlefront. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles that came out for PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast.
I'm really curious where you're going with this.
60
The
frames.
Dreamcast version plays at 60 frames a second.
Oh, does it really?
Yes.
Damn, why do you have a Dreamcast? Go to Dreamcast, John.
It's in my dream.
Oh.
To get one.
Okay.
Eventually.
All right.
I don't want to pay
$100
$100 for it right now.
It's $100.
With the, side rant. Dreamcast system, controller, and that extra special memory unit. Remember the memory units that stuck into the controllers?
Yeah,
those things apparently are a little bit pricey.
Gotcha.
Plus a game. And that's $100 right there.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Right for the Dreamcast flashback.
Exactly.
I don't think you're going to get Jedi Power Battles, though.
Probably not.
That's going to be the only game on it.
It's just, that's it. So, yeah, saying 60 frames a second, but obviously because it was a single player, you're not going online playing other people with it. This is, but it kind of sucks. I mean, because they hype us up saying that it could do this and that and the other thing, but then it's like, well, we can't because we have to be fair. It's like, well, what the hell did you sell me?
Why did I buy it?
You insinuated you were giving me this, but then you're saying you can't give it to me because it's not fair.
Campaign mode only, actually, is what we were promising.
And I understand why they can't get the older consoles to do something like 60 frames like Battlefield or even PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds because you're processing such a huge space.
Yeah, but you got to remember, too, I mean, this is PlayStation 4, Xbox One. This generation was, 60 frames a second. We thought we would be here.
Yeah, I thought we would be here all the time. Because Call of Duty's been 60 frames forever. Overwatch is 60 frames. But again, you don't have a lot of processing in the background for like the spaces.
They should just have less textures.
Particle effects.
Shut some things off. That's like you were saying.
I think Fortnite's 60, isn't it? Or maybe it's locked at 30. Maybe Fortnite's locked at 30.
Idea. It looks like it's a very pretty game though. Fortnite.
I meant to play it, but for some reason I kept thinking that you had to.
I downloaded it actually. Take it back.
Like you actually had to buy the game, and then the Battle Royale was a free. If you bought the game, it was free to that. Like you didn't have to pay extra, but it's just you can just play it, which is awesome.
I think eventually the rest of the game will become free also.
It is. The rest of the game is going to be free to play it like after the first year or something like that. What you pay for now is like the Founders Pack, and you get a bunch of additives.
Yeah.
How the heck does that even work for them? Like, how do they make money?
People like having exclusive stuff that other people don't have.
But like kind of transitioning into the Fortnite conversation, like with Xbox having problems with PUBG, this leaves a window open for, at least from a console gamer's perspective, that Fortnite can kind of come in and kind of grab that crowd. Because right now, PUBG is on Xbox, it's on PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. But you can play Battle Royale on PlayStation 4 today.
Yeah.
So, and there's not as many people, and I guess the space is a little bit smaller. Again, though, it's a nice alternative. And it runs really well. It plays really well.
I think it's just the graphic difference because PUBG has more realistic style versus the Fortnite, which has kind of the not cartoonish, but you know what I mean, like less textures.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's less to process in that space. And again, like I was joking about before, like console players are a little bit more finicky. Like, why doesn't my game work? If you're playing PUBG, it's like all these PC guys love this game. Why doesn't my game work? You know what I mean? So does that, for people that are like that, is it just like, oh, well, I heard Fortnite's actually a lot better on console, so I'll play Fortnite, and then they lose out on this.
Well, it's like me buying the Friday 13th game for Friday 13th this year.
Yeah.
I buy it. It wasn't full. It was like $30. Or it was $40, even more than PUBG.
Yeah.
I couldn't even play the damn thing. Yeah. The servers weren't working, nothing. Like, I basically bought a $40 shell.
That game should have actually released in early access, honestly. Like, Friday the 13th. Like, they keep updating it, but it's still...
I mean, this is you could have downloaded it. This is the physical copy I'm talking about, because I was anxious to get it. But it apparently works now. I haven't actually went back and played it, because I'm still bummed I couldn't play it on Friday the 13th. Yeah. But going back to, paying for
now
things
we gotta wait until it comes back around.
That's right. That's it. It's just going to be a Friday the 13th game.
But... I think it does leave a little bit of room open for Fortnite to kind of come in and grab up some of that.
It's kind of moonwalk right in there. Be like, hey, we work.
It's actually funny because when Fortnite launched without Battlefront, not Battlefront, Battle Royale.
I was like, wow, that's...
it was really quiet and it seemed like it was dying out. And then Battle Royale happened.
With cheese.
And the game itself has seen a resurgence, and everyone knows about it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a fantastic marketing ploy.
And I'm sure PUBG's super pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that news story.
Yeah, they had that spat.
Yeah, but that you would think that would kick their ass in gear and make sure the game works when people are buying it.
I honestly think that the issues that you're seeing with PUBG on Xbox might be more or less along the lines of like, hey, Xbox was like, we need to get this game out. Like, we'll fix it, but we need to get this
Gotta get out before the year ends and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We'll fix it later.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. But, again, I we have Fortnite now. I have a feeling, my assumption is, like, this coming year, you'll start seeing more and more games come out with Battle Royale modes. Like, I'll be very surprised if the next Battlefield does not have a Battle Royale mode in some stretch of the imagination. Like, free-for-all one against
This-
one against everybody.
This is the next like gaming trend, like how
Yep.
the hero shooters
The hero
were.
shooters, yeah.
Now it's battle royale.
With cheese.
Yeah.
Keep saying
Hopefully next time they'll go with.
I'm still surprised Ghost Recon doesn't have battle royale. But what do they or what do they have?
We'll surprise you.
The
Next time on Cartridge Blast
Ah.
Games. No, just kidding. We'll say it right now. All right, so Predator,
Predator, Ghost
Predator.
Recon.
Ghost Recon.
What are your
And
thoughts,
Ghost
John?
Recon.
I mean, that's awesome that they're doing this.
What's not awesome is that they're making it a limited time event
Yes,
for a month, and they're going to make me buy this game probably at full price.
that's the problem. Like,
He's got places to be. He can't just be on Earth all the time.
I've been kind of meaning to play that game again,
I'm
and
just going to start playing games as a service. That's just going to be my hobby.
so
So
then
done with all these one and done games.
yeah, so then they had
Like
these.
Mario.
How dare you?
Whoa.
Just
Hey,
kidding.
wait for Mario Battle Royale next year.
Mario Kart
Smash Brothers.
or that. That's
Yes.
the thing.
Anyway,
Forgot
Predator.
about that.
So I've been meaning to play Wildlands again because I had a good time playing. I just never. It was just a lot going on, and it's fun to play with friends. And all your friends are usually playing Destiny or something like that. It's $40. Christmas special. Think of the Predator. He
I
needs
wonder
you.
what it was. What it was
Get
for
it
Black
used.
Friday.
Oh, did you sell Wildlands?
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah,
He doesn't learn that the
I-
game's going to get better in a year. Every game you buy is just a technical
I got
pre-release
to stick
game.
to my rule. I got to pay for a digital now to learn my lesson.
And then
you force it onto yourself.
And then for those really big hype games, you wait a year to buy them. That way you get the Game of the Year edition with all the extras for cheap.
Don't
I'm
don't
doing
come
it.
here with your logic
So,
and common sense.
but with Wildlands, yeah, they teased the Predator,
Yeah.
which is
I was like, whoa.
it was just like how okay they're doing that a Predator mode, but it's only going to be I don't know when they're running it to, but it's not going to be that long, right?
It's like second week of January or something like that.
Which
or
is right
8th
around
or
the freaking
something.
corner.
I know. I gotta go get this game. What am I doing here?
Like, why would they do that to people? Like, okay, Christmas is coming. What do people? Oh, Mom, I got to get this Wildlands.
It's making
game
you
now.
buy the game.
Yeah,
again.
it's making you buy the game again to take away something that could be awesome.
The only thing I could think of is that it had to be really expensive to put Predator into Ghost Recon, and they're like, all right, well, you can have it for this timed event
Oh wait, I know why.
from a licensing standpoint.
It wasn't supposed to be a timed event, but then damn Disney buys it
No,
up,
actually,
and they had to moonwalk out of there because Disney was like, now that we own it, you owe us billions.
It might have been a reversal of that. It might have been a sense of it was going to be like that for a period of time, and they probably had conversations that like, all right, well, on this date, Disney's buying that property, so we're only going to give it to you for a timed event. And
mean,
then you'll have to re-up with Disney.
I mean, a lot of games are doing timed events now, like with Assassin's Creed in there, you fight the gods for a week.
Yeah.
Like they had Ra or Anubis or something, and they keep like circling around. So maybe Predator will be back, like how with
Yeah.
like how it's on a cycle with Assassin's Creed.
You'll have a Mickey hat next time.
Hopefully,
Maybe you have Xenomorphs.
maybe.
You can hunt Xenomorphs in town. Oh my gosh. Freaking
Like it just becomes an Alien versus Predator game. That's what the whole end game was supposed
My
to
New
be.
Year resolution is to not trade games in.
That's my New Year resolution. Keep the games I buy, just in case.
But I could trade in Jonah's.
Of course, that's just spare change.
Just kidding, Jonah.
Money in my pocket.
No.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Let's
Just we were selling
Predator.
this whole time.
Can we get that to work? I guess it would be a problem to try and get all of us playing.
I don't have the game.
Well, we would have to get Jonah the game. But, if we trade in some Mario and some Zelda games, we might be able to afford a little, cheaper version of Wildlands for him.
It's true.
Does Chris have the game?
He does have the game. But he's busy moving. I don't know, I can ask him. See what
He's
he's
doing adult stuff.
Give his new
He's going to want to
entertainment.
try and be tactical, trying to fight the freaking Predator.
Somebody-
You're supposed to be tactical fighting the Predator.
You gotta rub mud on yourself. Clearly.
Gotta rub mutton on yourself.
Mutton? No, don't do that. You smell. It's bad for you.
I gotta watch gameplay of it. I'm curious.
Yeah, did
Is
they
there
come
any
out
gameplay?
gameplay?
I'm assuming. I think it's out now. It's out
Oh,
now.
okay. I
Yeah,
thought
it
it
comes
was
out.
teasing.
I think, by the time you guys are watching this, I think it's out. Because I think it comes out today, as in Tuesday, or as in tomorrow, as in Wednesday. I don't know. Look it up. You have the technology as you buy it. So, but yeah, no, that's cool. It's, what other games? I know the Predator's been in a few games, right?
I mean, they've had their own games.
He was in Injustice, right? At one point? Or no?
No, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, he was.
Really? The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And a Xeno, and
Xenomorph?
Xenomorph. I think it was Mortal Kombat. I don't know if it was.
Mortal Kombat. That's what I meant to
I
say.
think Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And then they had Jason
Yeah,
in that
Jason.
as well.
Yep. I think they've had
They
Freddy.
had
in the
Leatherface.
past. They had Freddy.
Freddy. Did they have Freddy?
I'm pretty sure. I think they at one. Or maybe it was original Mortal Kombat. They had Freddy, but I remember him having like 2 hands with claws.
Yeah.
Like 2 big hands or claw hands.
Big hands.
Yeah.
Foam hands, number ones.
Beautiful hands.
Beautiful hands. The man sculpts everything. He's a genius. So, it's out now, it says.
I think so.
Well, just look it up, and if it's there, go ahead.
Wait, what is that? What is that crap?
Is that a
So,
porno?
is it the actual Predator, or is it like just a Predator mask over
No,
his
that's
shoulder?
what you unlock
Oh,
when
okay.
you capture when you beat the Predator.
Oh,
you actually get his
what?
mask, and you
That's
can wear
awesome.
it. In
I do that too.
Wildlands.
It's badass.
It's wild.
December 14th, so it's out.
December, what's today?
It's the 19th.
As of
We're
recording
good.
this, the 19th. Cool.
It's out, and I'm not playing it. I'm sad.
Oh, that's what I should have played today. I'm gonna download that tomorrow. Give it a shot. But yeah, no, we could live stream Wildlands, I think, somehow. I mean, we would have to probably take turns on one screen. That's the thing. But
We'll talk off mic.
Let's-
Talk off mic.
no, we'll film the whole. It'll be like a reality show,
Mm.
just full on straight shower scenes and all.
Gossip. See, just a lot of anger.
But it's exciting, and that's why these whole games and services. This is what they need to do to get people back.
Yeah.
Because Wildlands is still, I guess, selling pretty well overall. But stuff like this is like, it's a freaking Predator.
Yeah.
Like, you want that authentic experience.
In the jungle, why
In
not?
the jungle,
It's
yeah.
perfect. Perfect scene
Fantastic.
for it, set up, great. So I'm excited for
I
that.
want an Arnold skin.
Arnold skin. Hey, that'll be next. I don't know if they'll make you pay for it, which is great.
And if after you hunt the Predator, you have to run and try and get to the chopper, and nobody calls out, get to the chopper, they've missed a huge opportunity.
Oh, I'm sure that's all you're gonna hear.
Man, if they had an Arnold skin, they better have a Turbo Man skin.
A Turbo Man.
Jingle all the way.
Did you watch that this year?
I did.
You
Gotta watch,
sexy
still gotta watch Kiss Kiss Bang
salamander.
Bang.
It's my favorite.
Actually, that
Christmas
should be. I want to watch that. That's gonna be my next Christmas movie.
I gotta watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
How was that?
I have to watch
Oh,
it.
you have to.
Yeah.
We watched Gremlins the other night. That's
Ooh.
technically a Christmas movie. And if anyone says different, they're lying to you. It takes place during Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So shut up.
And all Shane Black movies.
That too. And Die Hard. And
Die Hard 2.
Did we talk about this last time?
Yeah, we did.
We did. And Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
And those are your Christmas movies to watch.
Who wants to watch Rudolph again for the 15th time?
Or a Christmas Story. Just always on.
I've never watched
24
it.
hours
I've never
of-
watched
Yeah,
it
it's
for
just
the
always. It's just. On
I've
one
never
channel.
watched it.
That movie's great. I love that movie. It's just, it's great because you only watch it once a year. And usually when you're watching it, you're doing something else. So you never watch the full movie at once. Like you catch the bits and pieces throughout the 24 hours. And they kind of paste the movie together. But anyway, I like that movie. So moving on from the Predator, which is hard to do.
You can't escape the Predator.
If you have mud on you, you can.
No.
Or if you let Dylan run
Lies.
into the woods and get killed first
That's
as you
pretty
run for the
Dylan.
chopper. It worked. It worked for Arnold.
Mm.
Anyway, so let's talk 2018 predictions.
Okie dokie.
It's gonna happen. 2018 is
It's a
coming.
few months.
Go.
Y2K17.
18?
It's going down. That too.
Yeah.
Or it's 17 if it happens at 12:59.
1269.
How do you know? Because of the world, like
Anyway,
if it's like 24 hours ahead of time on one side of the planet.
you're absolutely right, John. Blowing my mind.
So we will see it coming. We will see the darkness coming at you, following the sunlight.
That's DLC 2. Destiny 2.
It's DLC 2. Predator.
When does that come out? We don't have a date for that, right? March probably.
Probably whatever will happen with House of Wolves.
They had
But
to,
it's
they had to
Probably
scrap
March, man. I
everything
think
because
they
no one
pushed
liked
it
what
back
their
to
game
April,
was.
I don't know. We'll find out. Find out soon. So my prediction is that the actual expansion does come out next year, which is already.
How
set
much
for.
will it cost?
It's going to be what?
Millions.
What? The DLC 2 is probably gonna be $19.
Yeah, but you already
$20.
paid for it.
Yeah, so I get it free.
Yeah.
Or I paid for it.
yeah,
Or you pay for it again.
We paid for the $100 version.
Yeah.
So
You're so lucky with that $100
Yeah.
you spent.
I got my money back.
I
Can't
believe it.
complain.
Put my hours in.
My hours in.
So, speaking of hours, Monster Hunter World.
I didn't play that. Did you play that?
Not yet. Oh, I played the
I watched
PS
it. I
Plus
watched-
exclusive beta.
I watched some of the Destiny streamers play it. Gathalion and
there's
Professor Broman, I watched them play a little bit.
the new beta is gonna start for everybody, not just PS
Yeah.
exclusive. On the 22nd, you can download the client now, but you have to wait until the 22nd to play it, and it is fun.
Looks
It's fun.
awesome. Oh, you did.
It looks
I
You
played the original beta.
Yeah. I mean, if you like Monster Hunter.
They said it's
It's
about 50 to 60 hours campaign, and then obviously all the extras. So
60 hours game.
I like this a lot just because I played Monster Hunter on Wii U and 3DS,
Mm-hmm.
and compared to this one, that looks like crap.
Yeah.
Plus, they changed the paintball mechanic, which is you have to like paintball the monster and to know where it's going. And now it's really simplified because there's like little shiny
like
things.
gnats,
Yeah,
whatever they follow the path.
Yeah, you can just follow
I saw
that.
that.
and
Yeah.
now you become Mega Man,
Which
really
is-
weird pixelated Mega Man.
I didn't see that. I don't know what that was. I think somebody said something about that.
Oh yeah, that's your cat. Your cat partner becomes Mega Man. You can give it a skin.
Can't you get Aloy too?
I think that's armor set.
Aloy, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
You can become Aloy or something like that.
Yeah, there's
from,
an armor set for that.
Horizon.
But the Mega Man clothes are for your cat.
Okay,
Your feline.
your companion,
Yeah, your
your
companion.
Pikachu, if you will. During
exactly.
this escapade.
And he's the 8-bit Mario, and it looks awesome. But I'm very excited for the game.
You mean the 8-bit Mega Man,
What'd I say?
Mario?
Mega Man. But yeah, I'm very excited for that game, and that's coming out. Is that January or March?
I don't know.
I think it's March because
I
I
think it's sooner.
I remember the only thing I was really looking forward to in January
The only thing I was looking forward to 2018. That's it. It's this
was
game.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Is it January Dragon Ball? It's
January
not February.
26th.
Okay.
It's January.
And the open beta comes out. Pre-orders get it the 13th, and then it comes out 14th and 15th. So, and they already announced talking about releasing, having betas and all that stuff. They're saying that expect some glitches and stuff like that still.
Yeah, I feel like just like 4 months ago they were saying it was like 20% done. And I'm like,
I don't know about your time
They
frame.
keep adding characters. They keep adding characters though, so maybe that's part of the reason why it's taking longer. It's like you have to add all these Dragon Ball Super
You have
characters.
to put Jiren in there. If not, they will revolt.
Yep.
We got to put that whatever. What's her name? The love magical girl
Not Katrina.
from the Super.
Oh, Ribiana?
That's
Ribiana.
that one. They got to put her in.
Or
For the
Ribiana?
love of God, if they...
Ribrianne.
I mean, it works for the kind of game that they're making. Like,
Yeah.
Ribiana does work for that kind of...
She probably has some crazy
Doesn't make
supers.
me happy
Yeah.
about it.
I don't know why they're calling it Fighter Z at this point. It's probably gonna be all super characters. You would assume.
Fighter Super.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Z
I'm
for
surprised they're putting Black Hit and
Beerus.
Beerus in it because you figured that would have been like DLC.
See, this is what they're doing. Although,
I would have loved.
Well, I would have too, but I'm saying, which makes me excited for the characters they're probably gonna add as DLC.
I feel like in a year it's going to look like that, those Mugen games where people just make up their own Dragon Ball games based off of other fighting games, but there's like tons of characters.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
fine
it's going
with
to be
that.
like in a year.
I'm
Like, all
absolutely fine with
DLC.
I'm absolutely fine with that. Just keep giving me characters. It's fine.
New story
We
modes.
still don't have a actual 100% confirmation for Roshi, right? Like Roshi's not confirmed yet.
No, I haven't heard anything about Roshi.
All right, we need Master Roshi. This has been his year.
He was
all
in
right?
Ultimate Battle 22.
That's what I'm saying. This is his year. We need to have Master Roshi.
This is his year.
This
This
is
is
his year.
it. 2018.
This is his year.
300-year-old person.
Yeah.
It's his year. Yeah, Roshi's badass. But,
He
so yeah.
works for that kind of fighting game too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
that style. But so yeah, there's that game, and then I mean, I don't know. I kind of I'm to the point where I kind of just because that game I'm definitely, but I'm just saying like in general, Monster Hunter World I'm excited for, and I'm excited to see what Switch brings out this year because they're off to a great start.
Yeah, I mean that's a big topic of conversation in a couple of podcasts I've been listening to and a couple of content creators I've been watching. This idea that like did Nintendo kind of put all their A-list games out this year,
Right.
And what are they going to have next year?
Apparently, there's another Legend of Zelda game being developed.
It's
already.
probably going to be a 2D, I'm assuming. I don't know if they'll do an open world for the next Legend of Zelda game. I have a feeling it will be like Link Between Worlds.
Part deuce.
Hopefully for the Switch, not for the 3DS.
I think it will be for the Switch. I don't think you're going to see much. If they're not making Pokemon games, and they said that the last Pokemon game came out on 3DS, then I'm assuming that you won't see much of the 3DS games coming out.
Well, we have
It'll
Metroid
be
to look forward
Switch.
to eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it
That
depends on
could
how
be
far
the end of
out
the year.
it is. I mean, they're going to have the Kirby's and the Yoshis and stuff like that, but they're not really system sellers.
What do you think of Smash? Think it's too early
Maybe
for
a
Smash?
remaster. Maybe a remaster, and if they're going to do Smash, it'll be an announcement at E3. That's my assumption.
What is supposed to come out earlier this year for them before E3? Anything worthwhile?
I can't think of anything from Nintendo.
I mean, they could have a bunch of indie games pop
Oh yeah,
up.
absolutely. It could have a bunch of indie games.
I mean, there are a whole bunch of really fun games out there right now, so they just drop off anything
So we'll
at
see.
any time. That's how indies work.
I mean,
They don't announce their games 5 years in advance.
That's true.
Well, sometimes they do, and then they work on it, and then the creators.
Then eventually it just gets
Burn out.
canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we got probably not an announcement. Maybe this is a couple years down the line, but I wouldn't be surprised if eventually we do get a Mario Kart 9. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something about Donkey Kong sooner rather than later. We're getting Bayonetta 3. That was an announcement.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3 with Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah, actually, that's Switch exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they own the rights to. I think they own the rights to Bayonetta.
I know they own the rights to Bayonetta 2, so that can never be released anywhere else. But I don't think that. I think the branding, like in the trailer, is different from 3 to 2.
Oh, is it?
It's like they funded 2 completely, but Sega's mainly on the third one.
Okay.
So that is Switch exclusive.
Bayonetta 3 is?
Yeah, but we don't know if it's like forever Switch exclusive.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's not exactly how it was for Bayonetta 2, the trailer logos and stuff.
Yeah. So what else is everybody else excited about? I can't speak.
Abort mission.
What else is everybody excited for
This year, 2018.
Jonah.
Jonah.
2018.
Actually, I'm excited for Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made by one of the creators. Not the creator. He was a producer on the Castlevania.
Yeah.
And that
game
was
looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like a Castlevania
yeah
successor. So
exactly, spiritual successor. But that comes out next year. I kickstarted it, and I also met him at the New York Comic Con.
hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's better than Mighty Number 9.
It's probably guaranteed.
We're not talking about that. I'm actually really glad I didn't kickstart that because I was close to doing it.
That game had so many problems.
Yeah.
What else, Jonah?
I guess that Mega Man game you can talk. I guess right, Mega Man
11.
Yeah.
That's late 2018, right?
I'm assuming. I don't think that game has that much to really work on if they're announcing it, and it looks like that already.
Yeah.
like I said, I hope they fix the surrounding graphics because I don't like that blocky look that they have.
I'm excited for Yakuza 6. I just bought Yakuza Kiwami for Black Friday, and I haven't played it yet, but I'm still excited for it, and it looks really good. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but no cars.
Yeah.
Then
it's more contained areas rather than so it's not exactly like Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft no cars.
Actually, it'd be more like Sleeping Dogs, but more linear.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever even heard of the Yakuza series?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I know about it. I never played it. I have a couple friends that are actually really into it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about Devil May Cry? Isn't
That's
that coming
a rumor.
It wasn't announced yet.
It wasn't announced. It was a rumor for Game Awards or PSX, but that's been a rumor. And I guess there's been rumors for a little while that's being worked on. So, and the last one went over really well. I played the last one. I didn't beat it, but I got through probably about 70-80% of it.
Now that was
a fun game.
That was with Dante again. Is that his name?
Yeah.
The original character, right?
Yeah.
Dante?
Because I went off to like his third cousin twice removed for a couple games.
There's Dante and then his brother's Virgil.
It wasn't Virgil, it's Dante.
It's Dante.
You play as Dante in the newest one.
Right.
Game's awesome. The music's really cool too, because like that heavy metal music. I just wish that they changed up the music, because it's like every time you're in an action scene, you had that music playing. So it was like one of those things. Like I hope they like change up the soundtrack, because it's supposed to be like this power trip type of a game.
Yeah.
And it was awesome, and the music's really good. But I just want them to have different tracks for different portions of the game.
Do you think they'll have any surprise HD remakes this year? Thinking of Crash Bandicoot.
Just CTR. The only thing I want is Crash Team Racing.
You think that'll be next?
I don't know. That's all I want.
That's all I want in life.
That's all I want is... Oh, I mean, Final Fantasy VII. It'd be nice if we got the first chapter of Final Fantasy VII.
I don't want chapters. I want
Maybe-
the game.
Well, they're going to break it up between 3 games.
Maybe they'll do Chrono Trigger remake like they're doing with Secret of Mana. That'd be nice.
Could be.
I
That's
don't know.
true.
I just really want to play that game with more modern graphics.
Mm-hmm. Like that. I like that game that's was announced for the Switch. The RPG game that comes out. It's got that cool looking like 2D.
Oh, the Octopath Traveler?
Yes.
Yeah, which they just need to
Title
they just
to be right. They're changing the title.
It's a Square Enix game, right?
Yeah.
They just need to call it a Final Fantasy, and I guarantee you it'll sell better than whatever the Octopath Traveler.
All their RPGs are just titled Final Fantasy from now on.
Yeah. I mean, for something like
Why
that.
not?
But it's like it's a marketing thing. It's like, all right, the first Final Fantasy on a Switch.
Right.
Yeah. And then,
I mean, they're on their 15th Final Fantasy.
but it would be a Final Fantasy : Octopath nonsense,
Right.
whatever.
Final
But
Chrono Trigger's Fantasy.
The title makes sense just because the
Cross.
game has 8 main characters and 8 storylines, and you're the traveler of the 8 storylines, so it's not a nothing title at all.
Sorry.
It's not a nothing. Octuplets.
Clearly, I was wrong with my assessment.
I'm sure it'll sell better. I'm just saying there's something there.
Octopods.
Yeah.
Octo people.
Yeah.
So you got that. What about you, John? Is there anything you're looking forward to? Any predictions?
Like just some of the stuff I was bringing up. Just, I'm not really looking forward to anything specific past Dragon Ball FighterZ, just because I learned not to get my hope up for things.
Yeah.
Because either they get delayed, they get released or not finished, or just they're letdowns. So yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if they're gonna if there's any Resident Evil news gonna be coming out, because I was very excited when Resident Evil 7 came out. They just released a new chapters this week, I think.
Yeah, with Chris.
Yeah,
Redfield.
with Chris Redfield, which of course is more action packed than horror, but some are saying that it could kind of predict what the 8th one's gonna kind of do.
Okay.
So maybe they'll have a release date for that. I mean, that game did well, and it was highly received. So maybe
It came out at a good time too. It came out in January.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on.
I mean, if it doesn't come out this year, then at least maybe announce something. If not, no big deal, because I'd rather have them put the time into it than.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll have some sort of remaster or something like that come along too, a collection. Because I'm still waiting for the
anthology.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake apparently is supposed to be still in development.
Yeah, I'm sure that will make its way out eventually. Probably some point this year.
Which it's going to be another game that has to be done.
Yeah.
Right, or people are going to be like, "What is this nonsense?" Yeah, I mean, really, there's just not much. Seeing, I mean, I've yet to play Halo 5 just because I was excited after playing Halo 4, but then I heard it wasn't that fantastic. So
I mean, it's still it's a Halo game. Play it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get it because I have an Xbox One now. So
I feel like from a campaign standpoint, and again, like I go back, I always go back to like what I think is like a really good game. I feel like Halo 4 is like the pinnacle from like a story campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was.
I thought the ending was great. You have him finally take off his helmet and he just puts it down and he just like walks.
Yeah.
It's like he just spent all these years technically like on.
4 was really, really well done, and I don't know what happened with 5. I really don't. I feel like 5.
Like I said, I never played it, so I don't know. I didn't.
I'm not gonna spoil it,
Yeah.
but I feel like 5 probably went through so many different ideas of where they wanted to go with it,
Mhm.
and it never got.
And it's
to where it was
disappointing
going.
because 343.
Yeah.
Right, not 433. Yeah, 343. They put their heart into. They were pretty much taking up the mantle from Bungie, so they did a phenomenal job on 4. And I'm afraid they got scared and they just rushed a 5th one.
Maybe I don't know what it was, but I could tell. I mean, it could be too that multiplayer was more of their focal point from like a games as a service.
And you said the
kind of push.
multiplayer was really
multiplayer
well
was
done.
great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The fifth multiplayer is great. Probably the best next to 2. Fantastic. So, and that's my other thing with Halo is that, like, again, we haven't heard anything about Halo 6. Like, and all of that, Microsoft, we would have gotten a teaser or at least a trailer last E3. And we didn't get anything.
Well, here's my problem, too, with that in mind. Seeing the trend of Xbox or Microsoft right now is they just tease things,
Well, I think they want to. I think they just want to start. They want to do what Fallout 4 did all those the couple of years back. Is they just want to be able to release it and then within a 6-month period get it out.
Well, that's what
and
it should be. We argue that all the time.
I think that's what they're going to try to do this year, and I think Halo 6 will be kind of like their showrunner. It will be like like an in-depth look at what Halo 6 is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of mechanics they have, gameplay.
I mean, I would love it if they announced at E3 and then say coming at the end of this year.
Yeah, and I think they might. And I mean, it's expected that it's going to come out this year because it's been 3 years.
Yeah,
since 5.
Who knows if they were working on something like that.
And the rest of the news media has been very quiet on any talks about Halo 6, which usually means that they know about it, but they can't talk about it.
Right. It's just because a lot of people say that they're off venturing and they can't talk about some things.
Yeah,
so, maybe, but nothing really. I mean, what are some of your hopes and dreams for 2018?
Well, I have some stuff I'm looking forward to. I would really love it if Spider-Man came out. I don't know if it's going to though.
See, I would really love that Spider-Man comes out and it's good, not just Spider-Man comes out. Because
I'd rather have them hold off.
Have you heard anything about Spider-Man being in trouble? Coming out next
year?
I thought it was coming out
the
next
Avengers
year.
got us back. He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, I think what Sony's really juggling right now is more along the lines like they have all these exclusives that are probably getting really close to completion.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to come down more to when... I don't think they want to release them so close to each other. What they're going to do... And Nintendo usually does something pretty similar. They'll release it they'll release their exclusives like 2 to 3 months in between each other to kind of give them some space to breathe. So if they can get Spider-Man out and kind of jump on that hype with Avengers this year, that'd probably be really big. Are they going to be able to do it? I don't know. So I would like to see if Spider-Man can come out. If not, it'll probably be next year and they'll have more time to do it, whatever the situation might be with that. God of War, I think, is coming out this year. The thing that scares me about God of War is they said it's a 30-hour campaign, and I'm like, ugh, 30 hours of God of War. I hope it's amazing.
You just got to marathon it one night, no sleep.
Yeah, right.
That's the only way you'll finish it.
Yeah.
Well, see, like you do have one because I mean, it depends on if it's going to be like a hack and slash the entire.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like Horizon Zero Dawn got my attention. That's about a 30-40 hour game. So
it's all about
depends.
the story.
Yeah,
they seem to be kind of focusing on that for their.
Yeah, it seems interesting. Like I think that the games that I'll stop and actually play is like God of War. I'll stop and I'll play through. Detroit, even though it looks fantastic and everything else like that, it's still kind of like that action adventure type of game, making choices. I don't know if I'm gonna be like hot off the presses to go and grab it. God of War, I played all of them, so I definitely want to play God of War. So I hope, fingers crossed, that it comes out this year.
I'm with you on that. I think it should.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, I don't think Santa Monica's been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
So they've been working
for
on
them
for a
to
while.
delay any further. There's kind of
at least not out of the year. I could see like, all right, we get close to February, and it's like, oh well, we're gonna delay it to like May.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So I really hope God of War actually makes it to release this year. I really want to play that game. The other game I'm gonna probably put aside time for definitely is Darksiders 3, like we were talking about before.
Right.
And then the Destiny expansions, and I'm assuming this coming year we're gonna have some expansion for Destiny as well come Q4. So yeah. So other than that though, do you guys think there's gonna be any kind of hardware announcements, E3 or beyond?
I feel like the sales of the current consoles are doing well enough, or at least PlayStation, that we won't see anything from them, and we're definitely not going to see a PlayStation handheld. So.
No, I mean I could see
old games playing on the new ones.
Backwards
compatibility.
Yeah, that's the one.
My mind was like,
Your mind couldn't comprehend.
No, backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Although I will be surprised, like 180. There you go.
I don't think they'll do it.
The PlayStation 180.
PlayStation
the next
180.
console.
Well, I don't think PlayStation 4. I don't think PlayStation 4 will do backwards compatibility. They'll still just try to leverage PS Now.
Yeah.
I think more than anything else.
If anything, the next PlayStation might have like just the built-in feature is backwards compatibility.
They should just have PlayStation 1 duct tape to a PS3, duct tape to a PS4.
I don't think PlayStation 5 doesn't have forward compatibility in the sense of like I don't think that from backwards compatibility.
I was like forward.
Well,
these can play your PS6 games.
It will play the games going forward. All the games will be able to play on PlayStation because they all have the same. They're very similar to PCs now. So like the kind of architecture that they have, there's no reason why they can't play the old games on the PS5.
Yeah, I mean I get it because the PlayStation 3 was a very unique structure
because of the cell processing.
which they shot themselves in the foot. They tried to
lost a lot of money.
They lost a lot of money. They were trying to do something different. They thought that it was going to help them out, but then developers were like, listen, we got problems here.
And then you fall through the map on Skyrim. But yeah, so, yeah, I agree. I think PlayStation's still doing pretty well. I still think that we might get a tease for PlayStation 5. At least a tease saying...
Another close-up of the different console
They
angles.
might follow suit with what they did with Xbox One X, maybe. Because it didn't really hurt Xbox sales with what they did.
I mean, I would like to... that would be great to see something. The worst case scenario, I don't want to see them do like a PlayStation 4 Elite. You know, hey, this is better than the Xbox One X. Because then it's like...
Elite.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay. Then
I think, yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, well, you know where I was going. It's just like, listen, now you're just kind of toying with everybody. You know? It's just like, get to the point. Get to another system. Announce something. I remember, I don't remember. I was going to say when PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation and the Dreamcast, when they were first released, like Dreamcast or Sega Saturn, I'm sorry. When they first announced it, it was a big price difference, and that's why Sega Saturn kind of fell off the map because they were charging like all this money for it, and then Sony was going to have this huge elaborate conference and like this show, and all they had to do after they heard of the announcement, all they went up to do is they just announced $100 less, and that was it from the Saturn. So
didn't that happen with Xbox One and PS4? Like Xbox One was like, we're $4.99.
Yeah. And then PS4 came out like, oh, we are $399.99.
Yeah. Well, they're like, yeah. Well, that was a whole thing too. It was a whole different experience. Like they were talking cable box versus PlayStation, talking about a gaming console, and then you had $100 more than.
And that's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole nother episode. But they're trying to redeem themselves. I was saying they totally redeemed themselves, but they're doing a nice job. Phil Spencer, he's doing a good job.
So. Obviously, there won't be any kind of Xbox hardware announcements. I don't think so.
Xbox One X Elite.
The only thing I can see
Xbox One XYZ.
The only thing I can see them coming out with and partnering is like if they really think VR is going to be a thing, and they can partner and say like, all right, Xbox One X can now utilize Oculus Rift.
I'm still looking forward to that Nintendo Switch VR that you talked to me about.
My thought process.
Yeah, it was like it's a slate. You could
you just put it in a little visor.
And you have
the Joy-Cons.
I really don't.
Beautiful.
There you go.
I still like for that to happen. I would like VR would have to be on the up and up for a whole year. Like it's just
leave it to Nintendo to do something proper with it though. Like that's the thing. Like I think if somebody was going to find a way to make VR like a
affordable
family home experience that you want to play, I think Nintendo could do it.
Well, they have to redeem themselves from the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
That was the greatest piece of hardware in history. What are you talking about?
Yes. Cause blindness and seizures.
I do think, if anything from PlayStation, if it's not a PlayStation 5 announcement, I don't think they'll redesign the PlayStation VR because they just redesigned it. Like they did not like a 2.0, like in a sense of like it's more powerful or anything like that. But I still holding out that they redo the PlayStation Move controllers. I still feel like that's still a weakness of the whole PlayStation VR experience. So maybe they'll come out and they'll redo that portion of it.
Yeah, could be. They got to get past. I know they're working on it where there was a lot of kind of just stationary experiences where you're in the room and you see the things happening within the room. But then I think they recently came out. I forget the name of it, but they came out with something where you're actually moving and. They said it was because they're afraid of motion sickness.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
A lot of people. Like for me, I'm probably not even going to try VR just because I do get motion sickness. So it's not a market for me unless they can figure it out.
Yeah.
But that's going to be hard to do.
I very much want to try VR, at least the big VR names like Oculus or the Vive, PlayStation VR. Because I've tried the Best Buy models they have out, but those are like little Android phone models, and it's not good.
I've gotten close to pulling a trigger on PlayStation VR just so I can have the experience, but it's just I don't know like what I would use it for. And like I think about it like now, like it's a hassle for me even to go up and get my Switch out of the dock and sit there on the couch and
Make me do stuff.
And like for me to like think about like, all right, I have to go and plug this headset in, plug in the little box, plug the box into the actual headset. Like it's just like there's a lot of steps that would have to take place in order for me to sit there and play it, and I'd have to have the space. So
I was actually considering, because there was this thing where Sony would send you a PlayStation VR Skyrim bundle,
yeah,
and then you can try it for 2 weeks and then send it back,
okay,
or keep it and they'll charge you for it.
yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'll do that, but then again, I don't want to play Skyrim.
Yeah.
So
It's your Achilles heel. Skyrim, all the versions of Skyrim.
yeah.
They sent it to you personally, signed.
They called me up and they were like, Jonah, we wanted you to play VR, but it's got Skyrim. Nope.
It's the only catch.
Going over to
Sorry.
Xbox.
A mutiny. So, yeah, no, I'd be, I don't know, like I said, VR needs to really mature more, I think, before it gets in there.
I hope they figure out what they have to figure out with it before it becomes like a PlayStation Vita.
Yeah, I know they're really trying, like they put a lot of money into it.
And they're still
gonna try to
coming
dress it
out.
up as much as they can.
I think the key is to keep making games where it's a full-fledged game, but it has the VR capability.
Yeah, like we're talking
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like they have to have that. If they keep doing that, I think it will still be okay.
Yeah.
That way it's just not like a necessity. Like this game only plays on VR. No.
Mhm.
The sweet spot is it's an enhanced experience on VR, but it plays fine on PlayStation.
Until it gets to the point where
Or Oculus,
where you're sitting there watching a conference, and all of a sudden it's like, and guess what? It's also going to be VR compatible. And then people start applying. That's when you know it's starting to make the movement. Because usually when you see NVR or anything demonstration VR, people are like, yeah,
You see some polite clapping.
we're getting there. Yeah. But with
Bravo.
with PlayStation 5, that'd be a surprise, really. I mean, you say it's 5 years since they launched, or since they were announced?
PlayStation launched in 2013.
Yeah, Wii U was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Switch came out 5 years after that, so maybe
Well, I think they're gonna go back to a 6 or 7 year life cycle. I don't think you're not gonna. The reason you got a 10-year lifespan between PS3 and PS4 is primarily because of the recession hit.
right.
So
Yeah. But if they even tease something, that'd be interesting.
I would hope for a full-fledged announcement. I just want them to be like, bam, PS5, Last of Us is going to be on it.
Backwards compatible.
Death Stranding's going to be on it.
Maybe we'll get
Put it out there.
Maybe we'll get something on the PlayStation Experience next year. Maybe not E3. I don't know.
I think it would be E3.
E3?
Yep, E3.
Because you did.
Hardware announcements, always E3.
Really?
Well, unless they do something in February and then they have a big rollout
Right.
at E3.
Right. Okay.
But
Well, Sony's last thing was people weren't really too
with the
impressed
Pro,
with
they
it.
weren't really happy with. The
Yeah.
Pro announcement, they weren't happy with. Because how do you show 4K on people's screens that aren't 4K?
But it's coming,
Mm.
and you're gonna buy it.
PlayStation 5 is going to be 8K.
Probably.
8,000,
It'll be
not
8K.
the resolution.
12.
It's going to be $8,000.
$8,000.
Yeah.
I guarantee
It's a suit. It's a suit that you put on.
I'd be down for that.
Full-fledged
It's a
immersion.
mech suit.
It's like an
Yeah.
Anthem suit.
Exoskeleton.
It's like the Anthem suit. You just get into it.
Just play.
It'd be awesome.
It's a little briefcase. You get into it like Iron Man does in Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you
That's what
go.
I'm talking about.
You just hit the PS button.
Somebody needs to make a gif of that. The crate or like that scene, and it just says PS5 on it, and then he gets into it, and then there's a big PS5 logo on the front of it. That'd be freaking amazing.
That's what I want. That's what I predict is gonna happen.
Ready Player One type stuff.
Yeah.
Put on a visor, whole full body suit.
Well, I guess that's coming out 2018. That's
The movie,
technically.
I gotta read the book. I hear the
related.
book's amazing.
Those commercials.
The idea of me reading a book though is very far.
When the movie's coming right out.
I know.
Those commercials are hilarious, though. Hey, my name's this, and my name's like a superhero name, and my life sucks. Did you see the recent commercial?
No, I just saw the
The
trailer
trailer?
that was in the
For
movie.
Ready Player One?
Yeah. And he becomes like an anime boy.
Yep.
Oh, because the people
Yeah.
have like no lives, but then they have money to fund this thing.
Yeah,
that they can put on. It's full immersion.
I
but
think-
just free to anybody that wants to try.
I think after I saw that trailer, I was a little less interested in the movie. It just didn't seem that great, especially with the premises. you find my Easter egg and you get $1 trillion and you control this world.
Yep.
Pretty sure that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, no.
Pretty sure some CEOs would be pissed off if he was just starting to blab out.
I mean,
like
if that's his will and he owns all the majority rights to it, I mean,
it's
what
like
can you say
Apple.
about it?
Hey, if you buy my new gold edition before I die, you get to own Apple and make all the decisions.
Although I was excited when they showed a Gundam in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ultimate Gun was in there.
cool.
They had the Iron Giant. There was Tracer from Overwatch was in there.
Yeah,
Ryu
that
was in
was-
the back.
It's really hard to see, but you see Kratos actually walk past him as he's walking into like.
And
the club.
Chucky, the dog, Killer Dog was in
Yeah,
there.
the DeLorean.
Yeah, that was
When it was there.
his carved choice. Good choice.
Just all nerd culture in one movie.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna be eye
fantastic.
candy. That's what it is.
Exactly.
That's going to be like product placement heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. How much money can you get into that movie to fund it?
We want
Man.
Steven Spielberg behind us. Just do it. You got it. No problem. So, anyway. But yeah, that movie should be interesting. But, so yeah, anything else?
I think I'm good.
What do you guys predict for 2018? Anything that we missed? Anything that you were hoping for? Or any surprises, perhaps? Let us know down in the comments below. But I think that's the podcast, guys.
That's the podcast.
That's the podcast.
Talk a lot of things today. And if you're listening to this and you want to watch this, you can watch it on Fridays on our YouTube channel.
Every other Friday.
Every other Friday, yes. Well, it'll be up forever, but
Forever. Yeah.
But we do these every other Friday. And we record these mostly on Tuesday nights. So if you have any topic ideas for us, drop us a line on our Facebook group, Facebook page, Twitter @Cartridge Blast, or leave us a comment in our YouTube videos. There's a new thing now that we can actually post like written text and it'll show up on someone's
Notifications?
YouTube.
Well, we can send out a little alert. Like, we're going to
Or
have a
polls
stream.
or something like that.
Oh.
I don't know how it works. I didn't look into it. But
Have to
anyway,
play.
it looks interesting. It's basically like YouTube trying to become Twitter. You know, they have Twitter polls and stuff like that. So you can do it now. Instead of a video, it just shows up as like a topic thing. And then you can comment on the topic ideas or whatever you want to do. Anyway, guys, this was episode 39. I hope you enjoy your holidays because we won't be doing another... this is the last one for the year, actually.
This is the last one
Podcast
forever.
we'll do.
Podcast
We'll have,
for the
I
year.
guess.
We will return
Well,
in
actually, I guess-
2018.
I guess based on the game, we'll do another gameplay stream.
Yeah,
we just won't have another.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is just
we'll-
podcast talk.
wise, yep.
But please, tune in Saturday
The 30th.
the
The
30th.
next one.
We'll do our next live stream. So, if you have any... actually, I couldn't say if you have any choices for us because they don't know what games we have to play. But, maybe we'll throw up a poll. Actually, you know what? If you're around, maybe we'll do the Sega Flashback review. But I know you're going to be busy and stuff like that. So if you can't, we'll just push it back. Anyway, so yes, enjoy your holidays. And we'll see you the next time we do this, which will be next year, 2018. But... guys, thanks for watching. I'm John for Cartridge Blast Gamers. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose.
It's our new slogan.
Yes.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Carmine.
Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Happy New Year.